Christians are being killed. Indigenous people are being killed. As our sisters have told us how Biafrans are being massacred in the northern region of Nigeria. So, the Christian and the indigenous people, many are being killed just to force them, just to put fear on them, to start practicing another way of life, to forget who they are, to forget their culture, to forget the way of their life, and now start practicing your own culture just because you are with gun, sponsored by the terrorists. So he have said it all. He also condemned the atrocity of UN by not taking action toward every provocation toward humanity in the world. We, the Biafran people, we call to #1 president of the whole world for you to take action. As you have condemned the atrocity of United Nations, they came to Nigeria and just make a statement. Hey, you people should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After 6 months, nothing happened. UN never come and ask Nigeria terrorist government why you have not obeyed our order. Okay, UN never come and say, what is this problem that you hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Okay, UN never comes in then and say, okay, we have to conduct a referendum. These people say they want to live and practice their own culture and govern themselves and practice their own way of life. Okay, come, let us conduct referendum. If you win, then stay with you. If they don't win, then go. If they win, then go. If they don't win, then stay with you. UN never come and ask Nigeria terrorist government. Along the journey, our Prime Minister, the leader of Biafran people, was called for questioning and was held because of the same issue. Because of the same issue that our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was held. Now, our leader, our Prime Minister in Finland, in European country, MILESTONE, called him for questioning just because Islamic regime have taken bag of money to his table, have taken the future and the destiny of millions of citizens just to bribe one person for other people to still be under captivity. Why have UN never come and say, oh, you hold the indigenous people of IPOB. Now, they have prime minister in Europe. In Europe, why did UN never come and say, okay, what is the problem? Let's discuss this amicably. No, UN don't saw that one. UN did not saw that. They are blind. What UN say is Gaza. What UN say is Ukraine. That is all UN see. We call on Donald Trump and we call on humanity all over the world. Never mind if your land has been taken away. Come and support Biafran cause. We are fighting for humanity to live. We are the people of live and let's live. The same thing we apply in Biafra land. Never mind any falseful news by the enemies. Those who bear our name, but they are not carrying our blood. Never mind their falseful news. We are peaceful people all over the world. That is why we can come to your land. We live as you live. The same thing, when we restore our nation, we are going to be a nation of live and let's live. United Nations, Donald Trump and his cabinet of Biafra nation. We will make sure that we fight, and we fight hand to hand to make sure that we are going to live that we are going to live the way they are living, which is not possible. Donald Trump, you know more than we know about Sahel Desert, because I remember when you said that your friends are there in Nigeria, mining oil in Nigeria, but you here you are. If you, Donald Trump, want to start mining oil in Nigeria, you have the asset, but you don't want such corrupt thing. And you ask that we should go back home and build our own home. Now we are calling you to support us for we to build our own home. Without no forceful way of life upon you. We, the Biafran BRGIE government, we are fighting for survival from the same terrorists who have invaded the whole world. Support Biafra. For we, the Biafran people, are also fighting the same cause which you people are fighting for survival. For survival. We are the nature of live and let's live. We are calling on the humanity of world. You people should not be quiet. For this atrocity have been going on for decades. This atrocity have going on for centuries, and no one is talking about it. Today we are being lucky that the #1 citizens of the world care to solve every problem and let peace reign in the world. Donald Trump, we the Biafran people, we are calling on you. As you have bring peace unto so many regions, come to Biafra land and also bring peace for us. We are not a terrorist. We are fighting for our right to survive. But the enemy tag us terrorists. The enemy tag freedom fighters terrorists, while the major terrorists are dialoguing with Nigeria terrorists who have been killing the indigenous people and who have been killing the Christians in northern region and western region and Biafra land. Why have European Union have not go and arrest Bello Tunji, who have taken over Gombe, Sokoto, and Tampa, and the citizens of this state are paying their monthly tax to Bello Tunji? Why have European Union not go and arrest them, but then hold the Prime Minister of Biafran people just because we are fighting for survival on the world? Is it because they allow their land to be taken away by the same terrorists? Will that allow us to also fold our hand to allow our land to be taken away from the same terrorists? The answer is and fight for this the same cause. Nobody will fight it for us. We are the one to fight it. Heaven help those this time is the hardest time, and we must be strong to fight our way out. as we all know, that the Israeli today, who have been fighting battle for more than 100 years, they are still fight up to today. If them fold them hand, their land could be taken away by them. But here they are fighting. The same cause is await to as we see other countries fighting their war by themselves, the same way it is our right to fight our war by ourselves, then the other country will come and support us. Biafrans, we will never land to come and take away our land. Nobody will speak for you. We are the one to fund our government, so that our government will meet up with our demands. Those sitting on the fence asking the destruction that we have done by Nigeria government. What have been my question to them, what have been your efforts to Biafran BRGIE government so that we, Biafran BRGIE government, will meet up with your targets? So every one of us must bring out what we have. As we all know, the nation who have liberated themselves from the colonialist masters are also paying tax to their government. If you are not in the one front, anywhere you are in the world, you will be paying your tax down home land to your government. The same thing awaits to us with the Biafran people. It is our cause. We all should come out and leave side talk and leave standing around and leave and embrace Biafra government. Biafra BRGIE government is the government known by the whole world that is fighting Nigeria terrorist government. It is Biafra government, Biafra BRGIE government in exile. So this is the government that every citizen of Biafra should embrace and pay our tax to, so that we will meet up quickly, fastly, as humanity is in the world table, is in the world chair basis. We should work hard so that we will meet up with this government demand, and they will recognize us before his regime will pass. Biafrans, we should wake up. We all here, as the whole world are crying about the terrorists jumping in their country. The same terrorists, we are battling with them in our own land. And this is the same terrorists that have been terrorizing other countries, and their governments are fighting over there. We in Biafran land, it is we the citizens that have to fight them out. Because if they succeeded by taking our land, they will face us everywhere we are in exile. That we are still peacefully in exile, that our people is no more key in different Nigeria states. It is the work of Biafra BRGIE government. It's not done by anybody. It is done by the work of Biafra BRGIE government. And do more, not allowing ourselves to be distracted by the enemy, by those havians, by those sabos, because these people have been plotted by the colonialist masters. Decades, these people have been plotted by the Yoruba Afonjas. These people have been plotted by the Fulani terrorists. So we must not, because they bring distraction to us and try to find excuse that we are sitting on fence or waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out or waiting for Prime Minister to come out before you join what we are doing. No, you have to do what you can do and be waiting for the enemy to release them. So leaders are Nigeria terrorist government and British Empire. So we have to do terrible things for them. Imaginable things which they have not. Please, Biafrans, let's work to make sure that we restore our nation in this our generation. We all see the conquerors. The conquerors are sponsored internationally from Middle East. But we will not fold our hand waiting for another Messiah. We have to use the little one we have. We have to bring the little one we have and support Biafran Brigade government to make sure that our land is not being taken away from us. If they succeeded by chasing us away, and we allow them to succeed and take away our land, then we are bushmeat in exile. When you escape them in exile, going down to your homeland, you will still meet them those places. It is real. It is real. It have happened. So don't wait for it to happen to you before you believe. Today, many indigenous people of Lebanon have run away from their land just because terrorists take over power. So it is real. And they are find shelter in US or they are find shelter in Germany. There we it is real. When we are narrating what is going on in the northern region of Nigeria or in the middle belt, don't think it's free. It is real. So do not allow that to start happening in Biafra land before you jump down from your fence. Because maybe that time when jumping down, you may jump into swamp and you will not be safe. So now that there is still sunlight, Biafrans, please, let's do the needful. That needful is for we to support Biafran Brigade government so that Biafran Brigade government will meet to their demand and meet those that is needed to meet all over the world for our voice, for our dreams, for our goals to be achieved. We are in a very good position. Now, we are in a very good position, but all our joint effort is needed for we to achieve it, mostly financially and spiritually and otherwise. Thank you so much for giving me the mic, our host. Thank you so much. I will be on the listening station. I may come up too later.
Yeah, thank you very much, Young Money Alex, for that submission. And I also want to, thank and appreciate our Minister Akuta Abigail for that wonderful and informative submission you gave, and also the testimonies and first-hand revelation regarding the continuous killing of this Nigerian terrorist government, most especially in Maiduguri, as you mentioned, and other northern part area in that contraction called Nigeria. And then these are the reasons regarding this continuous killing that is being sponsored by the Nigerian terrorist government in that contraction. So thank you very much. Young Money Alex, when you were making the solution, you mentioned United Nations. There's sometimes I don't like, talking about them. United Nations, because the United Nations is a failed organization. You know, United Nations supports terrorism. I'm saying this and I'm saying it as fact. Because when the secretary to the UN, Antonio Guterres, when he visited Nigeria some years back, he advised that encourage the Nigerian terrorist government to continue rehabilitating and integrating the terrorists that have pillaged, that have killed mothers, children, fathers, that have killed cousins, uncles, and aunts of people back into the society, and not only even in the society, even into their military, and they called it that will foster peace. That was his comment. So the question I want to ask the secretary in a country, and why will he be encouraging such demonic and unreasonable acts? He claims to be a figure that protects human rights and defends the oppressed and vulnerable people of the world. Now, the question I want to ask Antonio Guterres is, where is the justice for those people that this terrorist that is encouraging the Nigerian terrorist government to rehabilitate and integrate into the same society that they have killed people? To reasonable people like we. The United Nations have failed, have failed regarding the core reason they were instituted in the first place. They are not fostering any peace anywhere in the world. And I'm so glad and happy that, the leader of the free world, His Excellency, Donald Trump, exposed them in this recent don't solve any problem. Instead, they contribute to the problem. Because for him and integrating them and he made a statement that will foster lasting peace. Please, I want the world to ask him, how can that foster peace when justice has not been made? Where is the justice for those children that this terrorists have killed? Where is their justice? Because we all know that without justice, there is no peace. So how can Antonio Guterres be saying that such acts will foster peace without giving justice to the family of those that lost their loved ones in the hands of this marauding terrorists? All over the world, as the fourth deadliest terrorist in the world, Antonio Guterres is encouraging such terrorists that have been designated as the fourth deadliest terrorist in the world to be integrated in a same society where children and babies are living. So can't you see that United Nations have already failed in their core values? They have already failed. And through the vision of our Prime Minister and also our Supreme Leader, they already foreseen the failure of UN. That is why they choose by going through the US Congress. Because they know that is the place they can only get justice. And I want every one of us to understand that now is the right time for us to get Biafra. And I believe every one of us understand what I'm trying to say here. Now is the right time for that. And it is already happening through the effort of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile. And also our lawyers and lobbyists in Washington, D.C. And I also want to use this opportunity to thank Akuta Abigail, because she's one of the representatives in that 2005. I really want to appreciate you, our own Akuta Abigail, for honoring the Biafran people to be present there on that particular day, and also give your testimony to the U.S. congressmen and women regarding the oppression, regarding the genocide and the killings of the Biafran people, by testifying firsthand to the congressmen and women, making them to understand that